This is it, man. I'm not ready to say goodbye, bro. I'm not. I don't want to. Man. I did a month and a half of the series. It's over. Man. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not prepared. I don't have tissues with me either, so I'm screwed. Hello everyone. My name is Luce, and welcome to the series finale of the Babysitters Club. We've made it. We've made it. This is it. I just want to say I'm sorry it wasn't consistent. I can't speak. I'm too not ready. That made no sense. I'm sorry I wasn't consistent with posting this series. So I just want to say that. It's been a wild ride, and I just am not ready. I'm not ready to say goodbye. But I'm also very excited to see where the characters end up, what their ending's gonna be, and yeah, I'm not ready. So this episode is called Claudia and the Sad Goodbye, which me and Anne have actually been talking about. Because this is the episode I was kind of worried about, seeing it was part of the finale reaction. So goodbye can mean many things. The main two I've came up with is either her losing a pet, like Christy, or she's moving away. I don't think anyone's at, like, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm scared. Let's hop into it. I should not have. I don't know. I think I just made a mistake diving in. Oh no. No, it's too happy. It's too happy. It's too happy. I don't like this.
Some people are obsessed with coffee. They need an aeropress.
This is too happy.
Exactly,
what is the goodbye?
It has to be made from beans that were already digested by an ocelot or something. But at my house, my Mimi is all about
hi,
tea.
Mimi.
It's one of her favorite things, and she's pretty much my favorite person in the whole world. So I'm learning how to make it for her. The old traditional Japanese way. But like a lot of things that are old and traditional, it looks simple, but it's really pretty complicated.
Aw, this is nice.
Much like Mimi herself.
So I think she is gonna move. That's what I'm thinking.
Do over.
What?
Do over.
You did not warm cup first.
No, this is Mimi.
Does it feel cold?
Doesn't matter how it feels. It's important to do. Important now to show guests you honor them. Warm, fresh.
It'll taste exactly the same. Yum, perfect.
It's not about perfect taste, my Claudia. It's about doing correctly.
Mimi had a bad stroke last year. She leaves words out of sentences and seems a little confused sometimes, but she'd never forget to warm a cup. Still, she's definitely the least judgmental person in my family.
Aww.
And here comes the most.
Hey, Janie.
So typical of my sister to interrupt my quality time with Mimi. Not typical that Ashley Wyeth, the coolest girl ever, was still hanging out with her.
We're going to head upstairs and concentrate on Python. The code, not the snake.
Okay, upstairs. And in a moment, Claudia will bring you special tea.
Oh, that sounds great. Thanks.
No.
Of course. I have to
What
bring
is
you
that?
tea.
This is like happy.
What am I, her maid? Why doesn't she just learn how to do it herself?
Because you are
No, really. What is the sad goodbye in this? This seems like a happy episode.
learning how
Like
to
a
make it
fun,
for the whole
happy,
family.
fun times.
get the warm cup first.
He's gonna judge you with the warming cup. Aw, it's the her and the whole club. Aww.
Baby, everything okay?
Yes, okay.
Hello,
Keep going.
and
Keep painting. I
Aww.
go now. Don't want to confuse the muses.
Okay, good night, Mimi.
Goodbye, my Claudia.
I was painting, Janine was annoying, Mimi came up to say goodnight. It was a night like any other night. Until it wasn't. That's the thing about life. You never know when it will change.
Don't you freaking dare. I swear.
Mom?
No.
Claudia, you're up. Good.
We didn't want to wake you.
What's going on?
Oh, maybe we should get Janine. Tell them together.
Tell us what?
Girls, Mimi passed away last night in her sleep.
But I was making tea with her yesterday. She was fine.
She was 85.
So what?
She had a series of strokes.
One stroke.
There were after effects.
Girls?
Please.
She had health problems, but she died peacefully in her own bed. It was her time. No one could ask for more.
We were lucky that we had her for as long as we did.
My parents were saying all the things people always say when someone dies. Stuff that sounds nice, but nobody believes it. It's just something to fill the air when you feel like screaming.
Who's lucky in so
But
many ways.
then one thing cut through.
I guess she already made most of the plans herself. They told me she ordered her from Japan months ago. She wanted everything done, the old way.
The funeral will be in a few days, and no visitors to the house until afterwards, out of respect to Buddhist tradition. Okay, girls?
Then Mom started talking to Dad about death certificates and obituary stuff. But all I could think about was,
Are you kidding me, man?
spending the rest of my life here, alone, in a house with no Mimi in it. And that I couldn't do. Not yet. My mom said you can stay as long as you need to. You can just take it easy. Chill, watch movies, anything. Thank you. I'm just glad to be out of the house. It'll be good for my parents, too, to have me out of their hair. There's just so much to do, so. I can't believe it. When my great-grandpa died, it was sad, but he just lived in the nursing home upstate, staring at the wall and drinking Spray Zero all day. Mimi was so alive. Yeah, well, everything's temporary.
Claudia, how are you doing, sweetheart?
I'm okay.
I'm so sorry. You know, you can stay here as long as you
I
want.
told you that already.
Good. What else can we do? Can I send some food over? I could have one of those appetizing platters sent in from Zabar's.
I can't even get through this episode, man.
Well, we don't really do that until after the funeral. She told you. None of that happens until later. This is like a meditative period. What if we go to the mall? The mall? Like in Stamford? I know it sounds a little crazy, but I just want to take my mind off of everything.
You know what? So do I. There is a new Glossier pop-up shop at Nordstrom's, and we could go to the 40 Carats at Blue Maze for some froyo after.
Maybe I can even get that cartilage piercing at the piercing pagoda while everyone's too distraught to notice.
Absolutely not.
Nice try. So I was trying to bury my feelings in ethically manufactured beauty products and overpriced soft serve. So what? I had the next 80 years of my life to be sad about Mimi. In the meantime, I just wanted everything to feel as normal as possible. Are you hosting a support group?
Claudia can't have guests until after the funeral, so we're hosting the club meeting here. Trying to make it feel as much like her room as possible. She always hides candy all over the place.
Here, let me. The best hiding places are in plain sight. Nobody ever thinks to look. Babysitter.
Jesus. Dude, I can't. That hurt. That's still processing for me.
There's Club, Don Schaefer here, alternate officer.
Hey, come on in. Take your seats.
Ooh, gummy worms.
Fine sight, huh?
Sometimes I think you forget that I'm only 8.
Right.
Think anyone will call?
Well, the clients have my number, and this is what Claude said she wanted. For us to have a meeting. For everything to feel normal.
I can't believe Mimi's gone. Didn't even get to say goodbye.
Oh, stop.
Hey, let it all out. Tell through that way toxins go, endorphins rise. What happened? Did someone die?
I know I should be comforting you.
Oh, it's okay. You can just comfort me by acting normal. Mimi, just pretend this is a normal meeting. Christy, can you call us to order? Please?
Okay. I hereby call this meeting to order. So, Stacy, how's the treasury?
Fine.
Great. Have we gotten any new business?
Not since the last meeting.
Does anyone have anything they'd like to share?
I can't, dude. Ugh. And stop recommending me the sad shows, man.
Oh, I was gonna start shaving my legs. But then my mom said if I start too soon, the hairs will grow back faster and thicker. So I didn't.
Oh, that's nice, I guess.
That's really helpful. Thank you.
Mimi came to me in a dream last night.
Karen, not now.
She was wearing a white gown. Not like a ghost, like a bride. She told me she'd met the spirit of my great-grandfather, old Ben Brewer, and now they're in love and getting married. So maybe they'll both haunt our attic. And you can visit her. Stacy and I are gonna go.
We are?
No one's calling anyway, and I don't want to talk about any of this. And I don't like everyone staring at me like I'm a walking tragedy. I really have to catch up on some makeup homework for the week.
Claude, wait.
Let her go. She's not yet ready for the truths of the spirit world.
Karen, you're not helping.
Do you want to play a board game? Or maybe we can bring up all your mom's 90s Vogue issues from the basement?
I guess so.
You know, we could do a really cool vintage wallpaper decoupage on one wall of your closet. Do you think she'd let us cut them up?
I doubt it. My mom has been hoarding those magazines since she was in college.
Well, should we bake something? Cookies.
My sugar's been a little weird today.
Well, there's gotta be something we can do.
We could talk.
I knew she was going to say that. But what was there to say? Mimi was gone. I didn't want to go in my house until she was back. But she was never coming back. So I never wanted to go inside my house again.
Claudia, honey, your dad just called. The funeral is tomorrow.
I know.
Your mom got you a dress to wear. And I think she was kind of hoping you would go home and make sure it fits.
It'll fit.
Are you sure?
It'll be fine, and if it isn't, there's no time to exchange it anyway. I just wanted one more night. One more night before it was all real.
It was beautiful.
It was. I really felt close to her.
Well,
Stop, man. And you're evil. You are evil. I said thank you to you before watching this. I take that back.
I felt numb. That's coded. Japanese mooring gifts of money sent by family and friends. Now my mom will have to send notes and return gifts back to the people who sent it. And with each note and gift, Mimi will be a little more gone to everyone who knew her. I'm going back to Stacy's.
Stacy, you can come here now, honey. If you want.
Oh.
All your friends can.
Yeah, but I think, these flowers are giving me allergies.
You've never exhibited pollen-related rhinitis before.
JD,
have
shut
It's fine.
up.
It's just, I don't want to be here right now
Because of the flowers?
because I just don't.
Oh.
Can I go now? Please.
If that's what you really want.
You know when you know that something is the wrong thing to do, but you do it anyway because it kind of feels good? Like yanking on a hangnail. So I found myself back at Stacy's that night, eating ants on a log.
Okay, so I actually started using dark chocolate chips, mostly because they taste better, but then I learned that dark chocolate actually has less sugar than raisins. Dark chocolate therapy, almost as good as retail therapy. Or actual therapy. It's been like this for a while. He's on a new account at work. And this happens every time he comes home before we go to bed, which isn't often. Guess it might not be the best night for another sleepover.
Well, do you want to talk about it?
What is there to talk about?
I knew the feeling, and I knew it was probably time to go home and deal with my own family. Probably. But as I got closer, I imagined walking into the house. Quiet. Empty. No Mimi there to ask me about my day. Or praise my new artwork, or correct me when I'm making the special tea the wrong way. When she said goodbye, my Claudia, that last time, she meant it.
Dinner's ready.
Goodbye. She was ready. But I still wasn't.
Your dad said your mom sounded kind of sad.
Yeah, well, we're all sad. Aren't you?
Yeah.
So it's good that I'm here. We can cheer each other up. And maybe I could even stay for a few days and we can rearrange your room again. You know what? Maybe we can even do like a wallpaper accent wall. Or I can even fake it with stencils. We could go for like an Art Nouveau vibe.
I like my room the way it is.
Okay, well, we could just hang out then. But I think those cushions are in the wrong color order.
Claudia.
Let's just start over and do primary colors. Wait, no, let's do cool tone. No. Ooh, contrasting colors. That will look really cool.
Hey, sorry, I needed to get your attention somehow. Please listen and stop trying to distract yourself and feeling your grief.
I don't want to feel my grief. My grief feels horrible. My grief feels like...
Jesus Christ. Hold on, I'll be right back. What? Okay. Huh? Sí. Oh, jeez. Ow. The fact my grandma was calling me and I'm watching this episode. That's great.
Like what? Like my chest is going to explode. Like I can't breathe. Like everything is over and nobody understands.
I do.
You were just a baby when your mom died.
Yeah, but my dad wasn't. He kept his grief bottled up for years. He froze in time. He almost froze me in time, too. Remember the braids?
How could I forget?
Exactly. But he finally let it all out. Started talking about my mom. Moved on. And now I think I can finally say that he's okay.
It hurts.
I know. But it has to. Remember in the 3rd grade when you fell off the jungle gym and broke your wrist?
I think I blacked out when that happened.
Well, I didn't. I remember you screaming and crying through the pain, yelling about how, what if you could never pain again? If you just ignored it, maybe that would have been true. But instead, your mom came and took you straight to the hospital. They snapped your bone back into place and put a cast on it right away. And it healed correctly. Stronger. Now it's something that you can talk about. Maybe even smile about. Grief is the same. You have to deal with it so it can pass. And then you're stronger.
Part of me just wanted to nod and smile and flee to the next house. But it was getting pretty late to go all the way to Christie's. And deep down, I knew Marianne was right. I had to go back. I had to walk into my house and face my grief.
Hey, Clyde.
What are you doing?
I'm looking through Mimi's jewelry. Don't be alarmed. Mom is amenable. Mimi set aside a few specific things for us. This was earmarked for you, Claudia.
I came in here to grieve and be alone with my feelings, and here you are stealing her stuff?
Nobody is stealing anything. She was my grandmother, too.
Then what's she doing here?
I'm gonna go upstairs and give you a minute.
You have no right to speak to her like that.
And she has no right going through my grandmother's stuff like it's a garage sale.
Are you out of your mind? You have no idea what's been going on. What it's been like with Mom and Dad, you just took off. I've been all alone with them, trying to support them. But it's been very difficult. Mom is unresponsive. Dad gives all his emotional energy to her. The only one who's been here for me has been Ashley.
So what, you're so grateful to her you're giving her Mimi's jewelry?
Not grateful to her. I'm in love with her. She's my girlfriend, Claudia.
I'm happy for you.
I didn't know.
It's still pretty new. Mimi figured it out a few weeks ago because she paid attention. She asked me, and I told her the truth. It made her happy. She immediately wanted to give her a gift. She was always kind of romantic like that.
Yeah, she was.
I'd been planning on telling Mom and Dad, but I just couldn't seem to find the right moment. And then Mimi
Died. Mimi died. Gigi gave this to her when they first started dating. I think he wanted it at some carnival or something. Is this what she wanted Ashley to have?
But I won't give it to her. Unless it's okay with you.
Of course, I'm okay with it. Gigi loved Mimi and you love Ashley. It's like a return gift. Like with Coden, but with love.
I already miss her so much.
Me too, my Janine. Me too. Mimi was the person who always brought us together. We belonged to Mimi, and Mimi belonged to us. But now, we had to belong to each other. And it was my job to pull us back together. With string, and tradition, and love.
Oh.
Oh, habit. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not a club meeting.
Yes, until 5. Then all bets are off.
Christy, come on.
Sorry.
So sorry to interrupt, but we got an invitation.
Yes, please come on in.
So.
Oh, hi.
Welcome to my room.
I don't think we've been in here with your friends before.
Well, you're always welcome. As long as you knock first. You all got your envelopes, so you know that I invited you here today to talk about Mimi. To remember her. But first, I'd like to offer some refreshments. How's? Tea. Oh.
Oh.
It looks perfect.
Oh.
Remember the time Mimi was at the biker bar?
Like Hell's Angels?
It was her birthday, and she wanted to go to this really authentic new Japanese restaurant about an hour away. But we got a late start, and Dad got lost.
The GPS got lost.
And finally we got there, only to find out it was closed. We were starving, so Dad finally pulled into this creepy dive bar off the highway that said it served pizza. Not a family place, let alone an Asian family. Everyone was staring at us. We just sat there, feeling them stare. Finally, the pizza came. Mimi took a bite, then stood up. So the whole bar. Best Japanese food I ever tasted.
I remember one time I was in the car with Mimi and we got stuck behind an ambulance. She decided to chase it. It sped, she sped, and we followed it all the way to our house.
That's what happens when you try to fix the roof yourself.
I loved how no matter what, Mimi always made time to tell me about my mom. What they used to talk about. She even helped decide what to name me.
Thought you were named after your great aunt or something.
I was, but she helped decide which one. It was either this or Linda.
She always made me feel so welcome.
That's because you are.
Oh.
My stepsister Karen, she thinks that Mimi is in love with her great-grandfather Ben Brewer up in heaven.
Good for Mimi. My dad's been gone a long time. She deserves some fun.
Wait, but isn't Gigi there too?
OMG, it's a love triangle.
I wish I could tell you that day made me stop missing Mimi so much. The truth is, I think I'll always miss her.
Me
But
too.
what that day showed me is that that's okay. Because as long as I miss her, she's still here with me.
Oh. Oh, that hurt. That hurt so much. Dang it, Anne. Jeez. I think I... Hold on. Hold on. I gotta turn my light. Y'all can't see me. Hold on. That hurts. Ow. I'm gonna go yell at Anne after this reaction. We have one more. Here we go. One more episode to close this whole series out. Here we go. I'm hoping it's a happy, fun finale. I'm hoping.
They say an elephant never forgets. I don't know how they know that, since elephants don't talk. Your family, on the other hand, they really do remember everything. Car sickness, the unfortunate haircut, the time you pretended to be a dog and bit the mailman.
You wore this at the safari park at Six Flags when that gibbon peed on you through the sunroof. It's just a thing.
Ew, Mom, why did you keep that?
It was a conscious decision. You accumulate things and then you get attached to them.
Are you sure you want to be giving all this away?
Of course. We're not going to use them anymore, so we should give them to people who need them.
After everything my mom had been through this year, I knew that was a hard thing for her to say. But sometimes I guess you have to get rid of the old stuff to make room for the new.
New Zealand. Did you know there are more sheep in New Zealand than there are people?
Everyone knows that.
Oh, really? Does everybody know that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, did you also know that there is a certain breed of miniature New Zealand sheep that burrow holes in the sides of cliffs, and that they were the inspiration for J.R.R. Tolkien to create the Hobbit holes? Ha! No, you did not know that. You couldn't have known that because guess what? I made it up. It's not true. I still think it would be a cool place to visit, though, no? New Zealand? I mean, come on.
Ever since Mom and Watson gave up on trying to have another baby, Watson has been talking about taking her on some big trip. I think he's just trying to distract my mom from being sad, which I fully support.
I just got a very interesting email.
I thought there were no phones at the table, Mom.
I was on the phone in the kitchen while I was getting the Perrier that no one else saw fit to refill. Christy, you're going to be in the baby parade.
Oh!
What is a baby parade?
A baby
The
parade.
Stony Brook Baby Parade. It started during World War II.
Oh.
When all the women were going stir crazy at home, so they started dressing their babies up in funny costumes and giving out prizes for the best ones. Anyway, it became an annual event until about 10 years ago when, well, they retired or died or something. This year is the 80th anniversary, and the town decided to bring it back. They want all the surviving winners to get on a special float together. And that means you, Christy.
That's right.
I mean, yeah, it works.
I won the baby parade?
Were the judges blind that year?
You were so adorable. You were 18 months. I dressed you up as a little baby Mrs. Claus.
Oh, she
And
was
with those
on
big
there.
red cheeks of yours. You look like a Christmas card from the 1940s.
Oh.
There it is.
What is?
You are looking at the 1973 Stony Brook Baby of the Year.
Oh my God, Watson.
Grammy Brewer dressed me up as Baby Nixon, unironically. The costume didn't age well, yet the title remains. We are in this together, girl.
No, we are not.
Yes, we are.
This is so cute. I can't even stand it. You have to do it. Please say you'll do it.
I'll cheer you on from the side.
I hadn't seen my mom look so excited about something
Oh
like
yeah,
this.
we're calling. We're
All I
talking
could
about
think
that
was,
Wait, will
episode.
my friends find out? The Stony Brook Baby Parade.
Yeah, everyone found
After all
out.
these years,
Okay.
my time has finally come. It says you have to be age 2 or under to enter.
12 years ago, Mimi and Alma, Marianne's mom, entered Marianne and me in a costume contest.
They did?
Your mom was already sick. It was just something they were doing to take her mind off of everything. They spent weeks sewing and designing our costumes. And at first we were going as rag dolls, like Raggedy Ann and
Yeah,
Andy.
we'll see what happens,
But then
Frolic.
Mimi was like, wait, what's cuter than babies dressed as rag dolls?
Babies dressed like horses.
Close.
I'm being called again. Hold on. I'm back. Okay. Let's finish this series.
Babies dressed as adorable baby animals dressed as rag dolls.
Clearly didn't know about any of this.
It was so kawaii, we practically redefined kawaii.
Kawaii, okay.
We won, and then my dad buried the evidence in his secret office box of repressed memories.
Liz Thomas shows up at the last minute with Christy in some hand-me-down Christmas dress and wins the whole thing. Because of white mediocrity superseding the excellence of two women of color. Yes, but also because Christy's great aunt Judy was one of the judges and should have excused herself. Recused herself. The point is we were robbed.
Okay, first of all, I had no idea about that. About my great aunt whose name is Trudy. And second of all, it was a Mrs. Claus costume. And third of all, I wish you guys had won, so then you two would have to be the ones on the stupid float with Watson and the Ghost of Babies Past.
Wait, you're gonna be on a float?
Yep, me, Watson, and some other old babies.
Well, the Babysitters Club is gonna enter our own float.
We are?
We can build it and design it and get some babies that we sit for it.
Claudia, how you doing after that last episode? I want to hug
great
you
idea.
so much.
It was kind of a great idea. And I always have kind of an issue when the great ideas aren't mine.
Okay.
It's only $15 to enter, and we have plenty of money in the treasury for supplies. Plus, it'll be great advertising. There's gonna be tons of families there, which could get us a lot of clients.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
Well, what would the theme be? I mean, we could dress the babies up like animals and make it a zoo.
Or circus.
Or an ark, like Noah's Ark. I don't want any of your first draft ideas. Take some time. Remember, this is about honor. Mimi's honor.
And my mom's.
And frankly, Christy's mom's honor. Because this way, Christy can finally and deservedly wear her crown.
I don't think there's like a crown.
Oh, there's a crown.
No.
Whatever, we're family. Give me brownie chunk. Oh, dude, don't feed me.
Ew, your fingers
Guys,
all over my spoon.
Hey,
what?
Gross.
Guys.
And unnecessary, honestly. You could have just...
I got an email from your father. Apparently, he and his girlfriend are coming through Stony Brook on their way to visit her parents in Maine with their new baby.
I didn't know Dad was having a baby.
Neither did I.
Oh.
But he did. And he and Jocelyn, I think her name is, thought it would be fun to be at the baby parade and for you to meet him.
It's a boy?
Do you want us to see him? It's totally up to you. Individually,
I just cried in the last one. Don't make me cry in
whatever
this
you
one, please.
decide.
I saw happiness.
I have a headache, so I'm gonna go lay down.
He knew about
If
this?
he wants to see us, it's probably the right thing to do.
Dude, come on, he just wants money.
Sam.
What? We don't see him for what, 2 years or 3? And Mom marries a rich guy and suddenly he and some random girlfriend are on their way here. You do whatever you want. I'm done with this.
Oh.
I'll go tell Tom.
Thank you.
What do you want to do? Do you want to see him?
The truth was, I had no idea. But I knew I wasn't going to be able to think about anything else until I figured it out.
crop circles, visible only from the sky, made by aliens, visitors from the future, or remnants of a mysterious past. The float itself will be inspired by the sculptor Richard Serra. Undulating shapes, earth tones, and the babies will match.
Are they supposed to be like aliens?
They look
Or
like
creatures
aliens.
at an early stage of evolution. The sculpture can be like a spaceship.
Mallory's
or
so
like
concerned.
Stonehenge.
I think Stonehenge was actually Neolithic. What? It was in a Doctor Who episode.
This is
Okay,
a
I'm getting my
really
history
cool
class on
idea,
this.
but it might be a little too high concept for the Stony Brook Baby Parade. It's on the table. The floor is yours.
Okay, well, I thought it'd be really cool to do something that would be fun for the babies too. Like a music festival theme. Maybe some flower crowns, hook up some speakers. Float itself could be a mud pit.
A mud pit?
Kids love to play in the mud.
I just think if this is supposed to be advertising, people aren't going to be too thrilled about babies playing in the mud.
That's fair.
What do you got?
Baby Nutcracker! Baby Snowflakes! Baby Sugar Plum Fairy! Baby Clara! Or Marie. That's a Balanchine version. And we could have real snow.
How?
With the snow machine. You could, get them for money.
Okay, look. The old woman who lived in a shoe. Like the story, the float can be shaped like a shoe and the babies can be the children.
I thought we were gonna do something more personal.
The old woman who lived in a shoe is personal. I mean, it's my life. My mother literally has so many children she doesn't know what to do. Because she has a big family, she knows what I'm talking about.
Honestly, I didn't know what anyone was talking about. All I could think about was my dad.
Seeing babies dressed up as mud people or coffee or whatever.
Sounds great.
You don't have an idea?
For once, I did not.
Mallory's is better.
Really? Stace?
Mine's kind of stupid, like Babies on Broadway or whatever.
God, how did I not think of that?
Oh, no, not musicals. Just like the Manhattan skyline and the babies could wear tuxes. It's dumb.
What about your dad? He works in marketing, right, Stace? Maybe he could help with some ideas.
Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't count on it, though. Actually, wouldn't count on him for much right now. What's going on? My dad is in the city right now.
Lucky.
No, like, all the time. He's practically living there. Not with my mom or with us.
Have they told you anything yet?
They just keep saying it's for work, but they're fighting a lot. I don't know.
You don't know because they don't know. And that's okay.
Stop.
What if they...
They might. But they also might not. Your only job right now is to give them the benefit of the doubt. Parents have
Stop.
a way of meeting your expectations.
Stop.
Whatever happens, be the right thing. Because it has to be.
Tom, you should really be a therapist.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a therapist after this finale, but my therapist is making me cry, so...
If I was going to tell them about my dad, this would have
Yay!
been the time.
Aww.
Love you guys.
Love you. Okay, so that is 2 votes for the old woman who lived in a shoe.
Right now, Mallory?
David Michael.
That night, I couldn't stop thinking about what Dawn had said. Giving people the benefit of the doubt, expecting the best. It's never really been my style. But styles change. Or so I hear.
I think I want to see Dad. If that's okay.
Yes, of course. It's okay, sweetie. I'll let him know.
I want to see him too.
Me too.
No.
Hey, Sam, buddy.
Sam doesn't like
Wait,
that.
give him some space.
Oh, hey, Christy. I heard the baby parade people are discussing some pretty fun costume elements for us winning babies. You excited?
Oh boy. It all came back to the baby parade. And the baby parade was coming here, right into my sizable and conveniently located backyard.
What is that?
Chicken wire. I'm using it to help build up the frame of the shoe. Then we'll put paper mache over it and hitch it on the back of Charlie's car.
Did Charlie agree to this? To him?
And Janine helped me figure out a plan on to build in a car seat.
Are those IKEA instructions?
Oh my god, I love that. Man, this finale is really making me depressed. Dang it, Aunt, why is this making me depressed? Hell of a boss is supposed to make me depressed next month, not now.
What are all these numbers?
Great, right? Yeah, if you like orange.
Oh.
It's the hot color of the season.
Goodbye, millennial pink. Hello, Gen Z orange.
Oh
Chrissy,
god, never say
look at
that
the
again,
fabric I
please.
got. What's that for?
Oh
The
no.
costume for the babies. Is that millennial pink? No.
And it's not gonna work with this orange.
Well, maybe you could repaint the shoe. You know, the orange and pink might actually look good together. Like a psychedelic 60s vibe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We'll see when it's painted.
Alrighty.
Okay. We should figure out who's gonna be on the float with the babies.
Guys, I'm in the old baby's float, remember?
Right.
Actually, it's more of just like a large car. And then afterwards, I'm gonna be with my dad.
Yeah. I forgot Watson was in the parade.
So funny that you guys.
No. My real dad.
He's here.
Yeah.
He's coming with his new girlfriend. They have a baby, I guess.
Is your mom okay with this? Are you?
I mean, he reached out, so it must be important to him. And why not give him the benefit of the doubt, right?
You know, that's good. Are you guys doing okay? How's your day? Am I okay? I'm not okay right now with this finale, but you know, I hope you guys are okay.
Hey, how much of this paint do we have?
Oh
Sabotage! I'm just kidding, but oh, jeez.
I think we should get everything else. Okay.
no. Are you sure
This is
you're okay,
okay,
with
the
this?
pain will go away.
With your dad?
Not soon.
I mean,
No.
I can't complain about not seeing him all the time, and then not see him when he actually wants to see me, right?
I guess. But what matters is you, Christy. What you want, not him.
Maybe Marianne was right. But there was another person who mattered a whole lot. And what he wanted was for me to help make him a little photo album as a present for Dad, to show him all the things he'd missed.
Look at this one.
And I swear, if they pull a Ghost of Molly McGee, where he's like Libby's dad, just going off to write his next book, I swear to God, if he's like Libby's dad,
What's this from?
Oh, that's your first day of preschool. You were crying
Oh.
so much, Mom couldn't even get you to hold that sign she made.
Maybe we should find one where I'm not crying.
That might be hard. You cried a lot. Oh, that's a good one. You used to love the roots on the big
Oh.
tree in our old street. They would fill up with water, and then you'd be like, look, a swimming pool for mice.
Do you think Dad's seen any of these before? Did Mom send them?
I don't know, buddy.
Oh, Christy. I think this is you winning the baby parade.
I think you're right.
Is that Dad holding you?
It must be. I mean, I don't remember, but I do remember that shirt. He wore it all the time.
We should put this one in too. It's a nice memory,
no.
even if you don't remember.
Suddenly, I understood why my dad had reappeared out of the blue. He must have gotten the same email as my mom did. He remembered the baby parade. It meant something to him, and now I had a chance to show him who I'd become. For the first time since this all began, I was really happy the baby parade came back to Stony Brook, because it was bringing my dad back too.
Is it a dress or a pillowcase?
Well, I did some research about little kids in the olden days, and it said that little boys wore dresses until they were about 5.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
historically accurate.
Yeah, well, my brother's not wearing it.
Why? Because it's pink? Well, my research also said that pink was a boy color until like the 1940s.
I don't care that it's a pink dress, Mallory. I care that it's missing an armhole.
We'll make another armhole.
By tomorrow?
Plus, the paint dried darker than it was supposed to. You'll barely even notice the babies in that color. It's like camouflage.
It's fine.
Don't worry, buddy. You look normal again in no time.
Oh my god, you're tearing it.
Or just making another armhole.
Well, I need to get my brother out of this pillowcase, Mallory.
It's a historically accurate dress.
Historically
Maybe the
accurate.
BST float wasn't going to impress my dad. But we had until tomorrow morning. And anyway, he wasn't there to see the float. He was there to see us. Me.
I have a surprise for you.
Ow.
You okay, baby? Is that my mascara?
Oh, yeah, I was borrowing it.
Oh, do you want me to help you? No, it was a stupid idea. What's your surprise?
The organizing committee sent this over for you to wear on the parade car.
Mm-hmm. No.
So cute.
No.
It'll
No.
look ridiculous.
Do you know the plan for today?
Yes. Watson and I get picked up here, and then we'll ride in the parade. Then I meet the boys in the baseball diamond at the park, and then Charlie will drive us into town for lunch. With Dad.
And Jocelyn. And the baby. Do you want me to book you guys something nice? Like maybe Stony Brook Inn or...
No, we'll probably just go get pizza, whatever's easiest.
How are you feeling?
Excited.
I feel
And
scared.
nervous. I don't know. How are you feeling?
Oh. Well, my feelings about your father are different than your feelings about your father. Whatever makes you guys happy makes me happy.
Oh.
I'm sorry about the new baby.
Yeah, that was hard to hear at first, but I thought about it, and it's really got nothing to do with me. You and your brothers are gonna have a new little person to love in your life, and more love is always a happy thing.
No.
Oh, baby.
Okay. You're welcome, Stony Brook.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, don't leave me hanging.
Christy.
Get yours on.
No, I'm waiting till the very, very last minute for this.
Well, suit yourself. More passy for me.
Oh, baby,
It's not drying.
This thing's still wet. Better not get paint all over my car.
I'm frankly more concerned with the costume issue.
Wow.
Is that done?
What a good-looking pumpkin.
It's supposed to be a shoe.
Great! The whole neighborhood is here
Like I said, what a good-looking shoe.
to see Watson in his bonnet.
What is that, paper mache?
go in the garage and see if we have any fans so that we can
Oh.
help the kids
Yeah,
dry
looks
off.
wet.
Yeah.
Okay.
We tried that already.
Oh.
Oh, this is so cute. Now I want to see my
What are
nephew.
those? I'm sorry, Mel, but the seam ripped all the way up on the side when I tried to get it on her.
Same, sort of.
I just felt Lucy would be more comfortable in something a bit more polished. This is the outfit Mimi made, the one I was telling you about. It still looks brand new. Well, yes, I know, and it's adorable, but I worked really hard on these costumes.
We know you did, Mel, and we really appreciate it. We do. It's just, well, we think these look a little better.
They don't even go together. No, but at least they all have armholes. Well, I think Squirt is gonna look awesome.
No, Squirt, that's his name. That's a
I'll
great
show
name.
you. Whoa!
Oh, God. That's not good.
Oh, it's a paper mache. It's not strong enough. It's a structural integrity of the shoe. If we got with the crop circle idea, the car seat would have sat flat on the floor. Okay, the shoe was a great idea, but it wasn't executed properly. How was I supposed to execute it? This paint's washable, right?
It's supposed to be. I think.
Oh
This is
no!
turning into a disaster. Not just a bad look for the club, but like for humanity.
Alright, Puppet.
Can't believe Dad's gonna see this.
Don't worry, he's not.
What?
I just got an email from them. They're not coming.
Why?
He said they're in a hurry to get to her parents' house and they'll catch us next time. Maybe on the way back.
Seems kind of last minute.
Karen.
But it is. Well, he's in touch. That's good, right? And there will be a next time. Maybe I could send the photo album.
Of course, sweetie. Of course.
I'm sorry, but are you kidding me with this guy?
Daddy, don't get upset.
Well, I'm already upset, honey. I'm so upset that it's probably a good thing he didn't show because I'd have a hard time not breaking his neck.
Can you not do that with the kids?
What? You think the kids don't know how selfish their father is? I mean, you think you're protecting them from that by not calling it out? Because honestly, honey, I mean, what can you say about a guy who abandons his family? Who disappears for years at a time, and then, what, suddenly, oh my God, he's coming to visit, yay! Like none of that ever happened? And then he stands up his own kids?
Watson's right. Christy, we've been best friends our whole lives. And I've seen this happen before. Birthdays, recitals, that time in second grade where you skipped a soccer practice just so you could spend time with him. And what, he canceled? We want it to be different every time he comes. My mom died when I was 18 months old. The same age as a lot of these babies here. And I'm pretty sure she would have done anything she could to have even 5 more minutes with me. So, to see your dad throw away his chances and being in your guys' lives again and again, it just...
I don't get to see my dad as much as I want, but he'd never miss a chance to see me or be with me. Not because he's like a saint, but because he's a parent, and that's what they're supposed to do.
Honey, we've been through so much these past months, trying to make our family feel complete. But maybe what we needed has been here all along.
What do you mean?
The kids. I want your kids to be my kids. Like, for real.
Like adoption?
Mm-hmm.
It's really complicated, sweetie.
Yeah, well, we can work all that stuff out later. But what I mean is, I want this family to be one family, our family. I want us to be us. What do you think?
I think I'm not the one you need to ask.
Watson Brewer. From the minute he came into our lives with his dumplings and his insane enthusiasm, he's been coming on too strong. Trying too hard. Turning things upside down. What do I think? What do I think? I love you.
Oh. I love you too.
So, I got to spend the afternoon with my dad after all. My real dad.
Oh!
There would be a lot of paperwork before it was official, but still. Everyone got a little of what they needed that day. Mallory had a great idea of her own.
Okay, this I'll drive to the parade.
And Claudia entered Lucy Newton in the individual costume category, where Mimi's amazing costume finally won first prize. Family might be the people who remember your past, but they're also the ones riding with you to the future.
Oh, you look great.
Love you. See you at the parade.
And wherever we're going, the only way to get there is forward.
Say hello to your friends. Say hello to the people who care. Nothing's better than friends. 'Cause you know that the friends are always there. If I'm feeling down and out, if I'm feeling blue, I know I can lean on you. My friends will see me through. Yeah, growing up together, never to part.
I'm gonna freaking miss this show. Oh my god. That, you know, I'm happy the way they ended that. That felt like a series finale. That hurt. And the fact that I have another show on the way that's also ending in November, that does not help either. So, yay! Yep, keep doing that, please. Laugh through the pain. Thank you, Anne, for recommending me this show. I'm gonna go yell at Anne now. That hurt. Ouch. And, I'll see y'all for the next reaction series we do on here. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.